What is going on, guys? DarkScheme here. Hope everybody's having a good day and a good start to your week. It is Tuesday, and today I'll be talking to you guys a little bit about some confirmed features for Halo 5 Guardians multiplayer specifically. And these three features are talking about some things that are a big deal in Halo and have been a pretty big deal to Halo. The first thing that people want to see return to Halo is obviously theater mode. Now, it has been unconfirmed so far, but recently we got a reply from Josh Holmes on Twitter. The question asked was, I've noticed theater has not been confirmed yet. Are you able to tell us if it will be in the game? Josh Holmes replies with, yes. We can confirm that theater mode will be in the game, but at the same time, the question was presented in a odd fashion. So this could kind of mean that you should take this with a grain of salt. The question asked was if he could tell us if theater mode was going to be in the game. He replied with yes, meaning either yes, it's going to be in the game in regards to theater mode, or yes, he can tell us if it's going to be in the game, but obviously he's playing that card of taking the question literal. We've seen theater mode in the past iterations of Halo ever since Halo 3, so I don't think it will be a feature that they will leave out. So maybe I'm overthinking it, but also just be ready in case theater mode is not included in Halo 5. Now, one of the coolest things about theater mode I remember was actually using theater mode with Halo 3, taking screenshots within the campaign, recording videos of Spartans being badass and just doing cool stuff overall, and of course the funny moments in campaign. So hopefully we'll see theater mode in campaign and show us some cool stuff with the blue team within Halo 5's campaign. This next confirmed feature is something that has seen a lot of discussion, and I'm hoping that we'll do a really good job at creating a great multiplayer experience, and that is the veto/voting system within Halo 5. Now, so far, Halo the Master Chief Collection has seen a voting system, and overall it's been decent, but a lot of the times you get a lot of repeats, and some of the times people are able to get the Halo game they want to play by voting the leftmost vote. And as it stands now in Halo the Master Chief Collection, the leftmost vote will win a tie, and overall it was decent, but it wasn't the best. So now it was confirmed on Twitter when the question was asked, is there going to be vote or veto or something similar to Halo 2 and Halo 5 Guardians? Josh Holmes replies to this question with no voting or veto, just straight rotation. And for those of you who are unaware, the straight rotation is something similar to Destiny, if you have played PvP in Destiny at all. Pretty interesting stuff. Essentially, it plays a map, and once you're done with that map, it plays a second map right after. No voting, no system like that. It just puts you in the game and you play. This is awesome to see, especially because a lot of the times when people didn't see a map they wanted to play out of the few options that were there, they would quickly back out and be able to avoid quitting the match because they didn't want to play a map. Although it is pretty interesting to see, because it is unconfirmed yet how it will exactly work. Rotations can work out of two ways. It can either work with a random rotation in which each map has a percentage to be played, or a preset rotation. The first option, random rotation, pretty much means that each map has a percentage to be picked, and once it is picked, it will be played, and there is a chance of map repeats. With a preset rotation, it is a little bit different. Obviously, each map will be picked before, and you will play a rotation of maps out of all of them. Now, I am actually hoping to see a random rotation in which maps weigh differently depending on how many times that map has been picked. So let's say you're playing Halo 2 and you get midship, and you play midship. The next rotation of maps will weigh midship slightly different. It will weigh as if you just played it and you have a lot less of a percentage to pick it. Although this does have a chance to pick a map twice in a row, you will see it a lot more on the rare side, but it will still be possible to play one map twice in a row, maybe 3 times in a row, but 3 times in a row is even more rare. And the last bit of news, including a new stat in the post-game Carnage report, damage dealt. This is a stat that we didn't really see shown, but it is a new stat that will be present. It will be awesome to see this new addition to the stats report and see how much damage each player does, especially professional teams playing together. Seeing them and seeing how much damage is spread out between the 4 players will ultimately see how much each team works well together. The more specific thing that I'm talking about here is how many gunfights each player was in as well as how much team shooting was involved within the entire game. And of course, having more stats within the Carnage report will show a little bit more on how much each player does on their respective teams. Overall, I think it will be an awesome addition, and this was confirmed on Twitter when Ace, a professional Halo player, presented a question asking that it would greatly benefit Halo 5 Guardians if the damage dealt statistic were present. In response, Quinn Del Hoya from 343 ultimately replies with, "Well, we agree with you. Damage dealt is indeed an all-new stat in Halo 5 post-game." And that is pretty much it for the confirmed new features on Halo 5 Guardians. I know they're a little bit more on the minuscule side, nothing fancy, but great additions overall. So what do you guys think? Are you guys excited to have theater mode, and are you hoping to have it in campaign as well? And how do you like the new voting system, which is technically not a voting system, it's more of a rotation? And of course, what do you guys think about this new stat in the post-game Carnage report? Let me know in the comment section. I'd like to hear from you guys. As always, I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.